floor to protection of rights without borders, to be followed by Association of Religious Organizations of Kazakhstan. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. I am Arax Melkonyan, and I represent Protection of Rights Without Borders, Armenian NGO. The policy of ethnic cleansing of Azerbaijan based on state-sponsored hatred and discrimination against Armenians was enforced by orchestrated series of measures. First launched with a large-scale military attack on Nagorno-Karabakh in September 2020 and brutal war accompanied by heinous war crimes of extrajudicial executions and torture of prisoners of war and civilians widely disseminated in social media platforms. Ethnic cleansing and destruction of cultural heritage in the territories fallen under the Azerbaijani control. Aggressive pursuit of this policy continued after the ceasefire of November 9, 2020, as Azerbaijan undertook several short-term attacks, cleansing more towns and villages from Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh. In parallel, Azerbaijan used intimidation tactics and psychological terror towards Armenians to create unbearable conditions for life, including by blocking the only lifeline road, the Lachin corridor, on December 12, 2022, subjecting the entire population to severe psychological suffering, resulting in shortage of food and medication, severe restrictions on other rights, causing harm to health, including mental health and loss of life. Eventually, the culmination of this was the military attack on September 19 last year, resulting into casualties and injuries among civilian population, including children and elderly. People fled their homes and communities in panic and stress, resulting into forced displacement of the entire population of Nagorno-Karabakh. All those acts, dear colleagues, were planned, and public statements of the Azerbaijani president also attest to this fact. On September 20 this year, a year after the displacement of Nagorno-Karabakh population, the president of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, stated, and I quote, "If we analyze of all our steps and the work that we did from November 2020 to September 2023, we can see that each step was a logical continuation of the previous step, and the ultimate goal of each step was September 20, the State Sovereignty Day." And I end the quote. Dear colleagues and representatives of OSCE participating states, we, the civil society of Armenia, have warned about the continuous ethnic cleansing policy of Azerbaijan against Armenians during all these recent years from this platform, calling and urging to prevent its happening, to ensure the rights and security of Nagorno-Karabakh population, and to fight the anti-Armenian hatred and discrimination in Azerbaijan. Unfortunately, international mechanisms, including the OSCE, failed to prevent gross human rights violations and international crimes committed by Azerbaijan and its leadership with the confidence on their own impunity. Now, we urge the OSCE participating states to take collective actions to ensure justice for the victims of the crimes committed by Azerbaijan, as without justice and protection of human rights, there can be no peace in our region. This is proved as the Azerbaijani leadership continues its threats and war rhetoric against Armenia despite the ongoing peace negotiations. I thank you.